Ready? Welcome to WOPTalk. We're back at Melrose Cafe Sports Bar on Little Italy, St. Lawrence. We want to again thank Frank and his staff for welcoming us. And we have a special guest star with us. It's going to be our second stunt with a comedian, but particularly this one here. He's got a different view on things. He's a little heavier set. He calls himself Heavy T. It's going to be interesting to see. His name is Tony Riccio. Tony, I want to welcome you on WOPTalk.
Welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
Tony, tell me something. Obviously, you're Italian. What area of were you raised in?
My mom is from Palermo, Termini in Palermo, and my dad's Casetano.
But you were born here in Montreal.
Yeah, I was born at Santa Cabrini.
At Santa Cabrini, and what area were you raised in?
Oh, sorry, I was raised in Saint Leonard on Robert and Langelier.
Okay.
For about 33 years, and then I moved to l'Assomption in Bélanger. And now, basically, because of my fame, I can't tell you where I live presently. Yeah, there's too many fans. They're stalking me. The women. Sorry, I lost myself for a second. Food over here and women in my mind.
So explain to me. The notoriety of being a comic carries a lot of benefits?
Yeah, of course, there's benefits. After the show, everybody wants to talk to you. They pat you in the back. They grab your bum. Whatever. It's all good. You mean money? Money-wise?
I was talking about the women.
Oh, yeah, the women, yeah. Well, look, I just won the sexiest comic in Montreal contest.
Did you know?
Yeah, there was 50 comics. There was Sugar Sammy. Name them, they were all there. But my inner beauty obviously came out. And it was 2-3 weeks ago, so I let myself go because I looked like a real mannequin. I was really hot 2 weeks ago. Gained 120 pounds in 14 days. Something went wrong. But for the contest, I was hot. If you Google it, you'll see it.
No, I wasn't. Were you like bello, sticky?
I didn't eat for 14 days, so I lost drastic weight. I started basically vomiting and re-eating it because I like a warm meal. No, that's not my joke. I can't take that, but it's funny. No, it was good times, and sorry, because a couple of ladies are passing by and they're gonna wave.
Focus, Tony, focus.
My girlfriend's behind me. That's the best part, and my wife is right there. So it's crazy. What an evening I'm having. No, and yeah, that's it basically. Maybe the benefits will come later, like. One big opportunity.
Dude, look, we're close with the arms. You over here, be careful.
We're touching arms.
Careful.
I'm sweating. I thought it was him. But you know what? It's what's great is the opportunity of being on this show. Like you called me last week and I haven't slept. There's a show, or it's just like fat rings. I call them dark circles. Yeah, and that's it. I'm really having a good time with this. It's 19 months I'm doing comedy, almost 20, but I was sick for 3. Not of comedy, just like ill with.
Me, you already took combustion in 19 months. That you already took combustion 3 months.
For real, someone's gonna put a hit on my life. Another comic's gonna try to kill me. That's what's gonna happen. But am I sitting on the chair of the last comic? But yeah, I want to give a shout out. Price is right, and that's it.
What high school did you go to?
Oh, well, I failed kindergarten 3 times. You have to really go there. No, couldn't finger paint. Kept putting my hands in the wrong cup. Miss Elda, she was hot. No, I went to John Paul, Marino. Then I went to Connections High School, which we used to sand desks to pass our grades. It was upstairs Chung Lee. I think it's still there. Upstairs, because I was a troublemaker, right? So upstairs Chung Lee, we used to go and we used to sand the desks down of elementary schools. Remember the ones? I can't get in now, but remember those ones that open like that? Yes. We used to sand them down and revarnish them, and that's how we passed our grades. I remember I did a year there, but I was the only white guy. They were all black, and they had it against me, so first 2 months, all I was doing was fighting left and right. So you put me in a correction school, but I'm fighting more than a regular school. So it was all good times.
What point, as you were growing up, what point did you realize that maybe you had this hidden craft in you, that you know, you the talent that comes out that says, you know what, I could be funny. I'm not asking being a comic as a profession, but a hidden talent that everybody recognized?
You know what? That's a very good question.
Diego.
No, I know your name. Yeah, no. Maradona, I'll never forget. But just go like this when you interview me. The thing is, it was because of, I remember, honestly, it was I think I was 10 years old and at family birthday parties and everything. And I had a crazy family growing up and I was always a joker. I used to make my uncle start crying of laughing too much. And I had another uncle who was so cheap. I'm like, can you change the dollar? You would want the 4 quarters back. He'd make me start crying how cheap he was. It's okay. He's still alive. God rest his soul.
I was going to say regue riposo.
No, not him. His wife died. Thank God. But no, that's it. I used to really, and you know what? It's crazy. It's crazy because it's natural. My only problem is I speak really fast when I get excited. It's like the adrenaline. Sure, no problem. Cut. Scene 1, take 2. So I'm really.
Whoa, wait. You speak very fast when you get excited.
Yes.
So
No, the other excited, I don't speak at all.
I was going to say,
I'm a
does it
heavy
last
breather.
3 minutes or maybe you're below the norm and you last
You know what?
2?
You'd be surprised. I could do 30 minutes of having sex, 29 minutes looking for my penis, and the last minute finding it. But it doesn't matter. I don't hear any complaints. Thank God the car's passing. She'd be yelling, he sucks, but it's okay. She's all good. She has a lover. He's in a black shirt. You might notice him. I'm open. We're 2014. In my head, we're 2013, but I'm already advanced. I shop at Future Shop. That's how advanced I am. But
How much of your
350. Oh, sorry, wrong question.
We'll get to the weight in a bit. I got something coming with this. But listen, the idea is as much as you're very funny, obviously, and you got talent with words, and you understand how to go about it. I want to get to know the man and how the man became the comic. What was it about your upbringing that may have influenced who you are today when it comes to this?
Flattery won't get you anywhere, but keep it up. What? I think, you know what? My grandfather was a funny guy, but he was scared to talk because my grandmother would beat him up. True story. My grandmother was like 5'11". He was 5'10".
Hence Sicilian, right?
No, well, she was just really. She's still alive. She's 86. She just beat up the guy who works at Sears. He came over to clean the carpet. She beat him up. We had to go. It's crazy. First of all, she's speaking in 3 languages altogether. Like, poi fare o tappeto now, my friend, and aujourd'hui, and like the guy's like, what? He looks at me. I'm like, I don't understand her. It's 30 years. What do you want me to do? She's very not violent, but she's a tough cookie. And my grandfather was always funny, but he would tell jokes in hiding. He was like a closet comic. You know, like not gay. Like if I was gay, I would need a walk-in closet to come out of. But him, he was more, and it was crazy. And he was funny. And my Uncle Joe was funny. It's just that now a family, when there's a death, nobody keeps in touch. It's like the death separates a family. Yeah. But I really felt from a young age I was just too funny. My mom kept saying, you should do something with that. You should do something with that. You're funny, do more. And then she passed away at 48. And then I met my girlfriend, another angel, and she's like, you're really too funny. I would go to the nurse's office, the doctor, the dentist, and before you know it, there's like a gathering of people listening to me tell jokes. And she's like, you should really bring in more money. Do something.
And think about doing this professionally.
Yeah, and I didn't want to. Watch my eye, Diego. But it's my only good eye I have left. It's trying to put it out. It's a hitman for another comic. But the thing is,
Who's the other comic, man? You keep on mentioning.
No,
the
I'm
other
just
comic.
saying there's so many. No, I have a lot of good friends in comedy. I started with Franco Tadeo. You had him here last time.
Right, we did. Gentleman. True
yes,
gentleman.
very nice guy. I started. Are we still on the air? No, stop. I started with him. We did a couple of shows at Bruschetta. It was a restaurant on Jean Talon, but it passed. It died. The restaurant just closed. It was in front of the Video XXX. Everybody knows where it is when you mention the Video XXX. And it's funny because the restaurant, the address was 69. It should have been the Video XX. Just point that out. But we had good times. We had Freddie James. I think I have a very good relationship with comics, even if some of them might not like me. But it's every job. I mean, if you're working with 1,000 people in a plant, they can't all like you.
So if we're going to stay in this line, I want to ask this question. How competitive has it begun amongst comics in the comedy world right now? Even at your level. Not that you're in a low level.
I was a semi-amateur, and now I think after 2 years I could be called an amateur. What I like about that, what I see is there's a lot of rooms, a lot of comedy rooms opening. They're open in the back of Melrose, they're open everywhere. It's a free show. You come in. The only problem I have with that is some comics, open micers or not, they'll be, I'll give you an example. A comedy room, you'll pay $5 to go in, have a drink with your date. The park, it costs you $35. The comic will read the jokes. I've never read a joke. You at least know it before you go on. And they'll be like, who gives a crap? It's only an open mic show. That guy who paid $35 gives a crap. So I figure every show should be like it's there's 1,000 people in the audience, not 2, 3. And what happens with a lot of rooms, I think personally, is that people say, you know what, Monday I can go there, but you know what, the same comics are going to be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so they pick their day. I'm going to go on a Friday and see him. I might as well go Thursday. So that's what's happening with so many rooms. I was going to open one, and I decided not to. I was going to do it downstairs, Cafe Milano. They're asking me, maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want to open a room. I just enjoy doing supper shows. It's like I'm dying. I'm sweating over here. It's 20 minutes. I forgot my name. Did you see? Can you shoot a camera on that food? Like you think I'm smiling because I'm talking to you guys. I'm smiling because the prosciutto just winked at me. I swear to God, but nobody believes me. And that's it.
So when you mentioned
trauma.
Frank today, if you don't mind me mentioning Frank today for
I like
a second, we actually like him very much. True gentleman.
Smart guy.
Very. And when I asked Frank how, he admitted that the whole comic thought process is exactly that, a thought process. It's a process that takes place. So, and he used a term, he's an observationalist, and as an observationalist, he textualizes what he sees. So that's his method, his methodology to being a comic. What's yours?
We're very similar, but he's just smarter. He's more intelligent school-wise. I'm street smart. I'm not great in school. I'll be the first to admit it. I wish I could go back and do more schooling. Just that, like, I see jokes in a different way. I'll be like, I'll wake up this morning and I'll just look in the mirror and go, "Oosh, I was totally naked," and I go, I really need.
I can understand.
Yeah, exactly. I really need a change in my life. So
I understand. Look at me.
Yeah, so I look at it, I go, I really need a change in my life, so I threw the mirror in the garbage. That's what I see. Like when I look at it, I try to make jokes, like the mattress joke in front of us. People don't see it. I just always try to make a joke out of a situation. Like in my head right now, the girl on the bike coming in front of the fire hydrant, I see her lifting a leg and taking a pee. Like my imagination might not be legal, but in Amsterdam it is. No, I just have a lot of things in my head that are floating. Like I'm looking for Romeo to come on that balcony and start yelling at Juliet. See, that's the way I am. My mind is dangerous, like really dangerous, and I'm not on any drugs because I'm naturally really crazy. But I'm calm. Like I had my heart failure, slowed me down. But I was like, yeah.
You had a heart failure?
Yeah, I had a heart failure in October last year. I was preparing for a show at Corneli's, and I figured I'm going to drink a lot of water, 10 liters a day. Come here, don't be shy. 10 liters a day and eat less. But what happened is I didn't know that 1 liter is 2.2 pounds on the scale. So I gained 47 pounds in 30 days. So I had water up to here, and the doctor's like, 1 more week, you're dead. Park my Ferrari the other side, thanks. So what happened is I ended up staying 10 days in the hospital. I lost 27 pounds in 1 week. It was all water. So now I was good for 10 months, and the last 2 months I was bad, and now it's good. But we're living at my girlfriend's grandmother. She's 90 at the house, so the eating is not like the way I like it. But if I would like to eat all this, I'm going to have another heart failure. But we can't live forever.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Tell me, Evie, not because I want to move off the
shoot.
yeah, not I don't want to move off the medical your medical history here, but question. So it looks like you improvise a lot. Is that a true statement?
Yes, I've been told I'm really witty, but it's funny, on stage I have not done that yet. I'm not at the level I want to inside, but I'm not there. But I know that's my calling.
Do you improvise a lot?
Not as much as I should. Like if I'm on stage and I'm doing my set, somebody will yell something or talk, I'll answer. My conscience will answer him. Really funny, but I didn't know. My girlfriend's like, "Did you know what you answered him after?" I'm like, "No." I'll give you an example. One time I was a doorman at a show, and then I jumped on stage, and one guy at the bar, I was with he goes, "Oh my God, I thought you were the doorman," and I said, "I thought you were straight." But the problem is I didn't realize what I said, and everybody's laughing. It's really, you're in your zone, but I have to, I don't know if it's a talent, a gift, but I'm really, really on the response. But
You're quick to respond.
Yes, but I'm not able to get that on stage yet. But I know some pro comics took them like 5-7 years to be comfortable. I'm comfortable with my weight. I'm comfortable if a guy would say something like you suck. I would say you swallow, whatever. The thing is, I'm ready for any hecklers. There's no problem for that.
So tell me, how much preparation? So would you prepare? Do you have?
If I write jokes?
No, so do you prepare the material ahead of time? Do you prepare differently? Let's say if you were to. So first off, are you
Drumstick.
only in do you only do shows in Montreal,
I've done
or do you
Ottawa.
do them across Canada?
I've done Ottawa. No, not yet. I've done Ottawa once, twice. It went really, really well. Ottawa crowd are great. Montreal crowd are tougher because they're like, make me laugh. In Ottawa, we came to laugh. You know, that's the difference. But I am planning, like, there's a lot of comics. I'm not going to speak for everybody. There's some that they come, I'll wake you up in half an hour. There's a lot of comics that come and they're like, after a month or two, they're ready to do the Comedy Nest, the Comedy Works. Like, I waited almost 9 months to go to Comedy Nest because I wanted to be sure before I go. But people like, you have to screw up, you have to bomb. Up to now, thank God I haven't bombed. I'm waiting for it to happen.
Are you afraid of that consciously?
No, because I'm a funny guy. Funny's funny. I'm trying to figure out how a person could bomb unless they're really not waiting for a comedy show and the crowd is like all drunk or not worried, or you got smart asses that want to make you look bad. But I mean, if you go there and you say a joke like, I don't know, these lights are going to make me look fat on stage because or whatever, and the person might laugh or not, depends the joke. But I'm saying out of a whole 5 minutes, you have to have at least one joke that makes somebody laugh. Like to bomb a whole 5 to 7 minutes, I've seen it. I think it's charisma. I think the number one thing a comic should have is charisma. If he's likable, when you're big, like Frank Tadeo told me, when you're fat or when you're big, people like you, and I agree.
And he did mention that last week.
I agree that jolly is like Santa Claus is jolly, right? And everybody loves him. Ron Jeremy, he's chunky and everybody loves him. Okay, maybe I should have done that comparison. but you know, Merry Christmas. But you know what I meant. The point is, either way, it's a package. No, that's not what I meant. But there's a package at Christmas time. I'm dying for snow to come. Not true. I just got all kinds of haters. Snow, winter. No, it's just that I believe like preparation. What I do is I'll write. Actually, I do this. I take my book and I write hello, because that's the first thing I'm going to say to the crowd, right? People laugh when they read my book. They say, hello, yeah, hello. I might forget. Hello. And it's so true. But then I write fat, so I know my set, Bon Jovi joke, Scooter, and then I'll add Plattsburgh. Like I'll add, like in all.
They're just like quick titles for you to just remember.
Because my jokes are my life, so I know them. I don't have to write them. I know them. It's my life. Like I've never written a joke that Mushka has to pay if he wants to eat. I've never written a joke. It just comes to me and I'll write down the joke. But I write them out because Guido Cocomello, another comic, told me, write out each joke. You're going to see what you add and don't add. But that's the thing. I write something down and then I work with it. Honestly, I have maybe 20 jokes I haven't touched yet. And I have 3 sets of 10.
So you're still waiting.
Good.
You're still waiting to deliver them.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're good. Like when I started after 3 months, I did 10 minutes with Franco Tadeo. Then he's like, next 3-4 months, I want another 10 minutes. So in all, I would have 40 minutes. But to have 40 minutes and ready to do 40 minutes, I'm nowhere close to a headliner. I'm nowhere close to a middler. I'm an opener. I'm a 5-minute opener. And that could stretch 10 minutes, no problem now. But it took me almost 2 years to be at 10 minutes, no problem. Now I'm going to try 15 on my show in September. Because I'm going to add 7 minutes just on the old lady, the 9-year-old. Sorry, Diego.
You've been following comics since you were a kid, right? Who was your favorite comic?
If you don't mind.
It's okay, go ahead.
He's still staring at the prosciutto. My favorite comic all time is Ronnie Dangerfield. By far, honestly. I loved everything about him. The only thing is, I like Robin Williams a lot. And they're like, he's a hack, he copies jokes, he pays people for the jokes. Nevertheless, he's funny. You have to admit, Robin Williams is funny. I've seen him do improv. I've seen him do whose line is it? He's a naturally funny guy. Now, does he go up to a guy and say, here's $10,000, give me your jokes, and he works it? We don't know. They say they have proof. I don't care. Ronnie Dangerfield, and I don't watch comedy, by the way. I have not watched any episodes of Seinfeld. I've not watched Seinfeld. I've watched Happy Days and Ralph Mouth. I don't watch any comedy because I have that fear of copying their joke by accident. Like I'll be on stage and say, I don't know, any joke. Like I met a girl and I told her to come over later. Nobody's home. And when I went, she told me. And when I went, nobody was home. It's a Ronnie Dangerfield. So I don't, I have a big fear.
Right.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear.
Joey.
Wow, nice. Motorcycle with a guy with a pink shirt on it.
So tell me, Heavy. So there's a show coming up on Sunday, September 22nd. It's called the Homegrown Comedy Show featuring Heavy T and friends. Can you speak a little bit about this?
Yes, it's a show that we're having on a Sunday at 4 o'clock. The doors open at 4. Supper's at 5:30. The show's at 6:45. On that show, we have Gino Durante, who I find awesome. He's a new comic. He's great. We have David Pride, who's a Just for Laugh comic. Actually did a show July 25th. It was like $50 just to see him. We have Ali Hassan, who's the writer. He's on the panel of CBC. George Strombos, that show.
George Strombolopoulos.
Yeah, Strombolopoulos, the cousin of Snuffleupagus on Sesame Street. And next to him is Guido Cocomello, who's a great Italian-English comic.
Yeah, I actually saw him.
Guido's awesome. And there's me. By the way, that's the only time you're going to see me skinny. Photoshop. It's amazing what came out on the poster. And yeah, it's a great show. And
The tickets are $45.
$45, a three-course meal. What happened with me is, this is the story, more or less what happened. 19 years ago, or 20 now, there was a LA pub on Gallery, the Grand Prairie.
Right.
And my friend Johnny DiNapoli owned it. And they were having a comedy show. And there was Joey Elias that was starting out. There was Frank Spadone, Tadeo. They were all starting out over there. And there was a poster, if you have the guts, put your name. So my brother put my name, but he didn't tell me. So when we got there was like 90 of us all sitting down. The first comic was there. She's like, my name is red because of my hair. And nobody was laughing. The second one was a colored man, a Haitian guy. I think he said, remember when all the blacks and Greeks went to Italy and violated your grandmothers? I was one of them. And I'm like, he needed police protection to get out of that bar. It was horrible. And then they called my name. Joey's like, the next one we're going to put is Tony. I'm like, what? And they were all practicing. And he's like, don't worry, we're going to give you 5 minutes. And you look for a red light. I still don't see that red light today. 8 minutes I did. I did 8 minutes. My brother's like, you didn't stop talking. And then after, it went well because they were standing up, I guess. But afterwards, my brother's like, not my brother, Joey says, you should really go into open mic comedy and start like an amateur. But I was too scared. I had stage fright for 19 years. And then finally, with the pressure of my girlfriend, I finally went back. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to be there September 22nd to my show because I have stage fright. I don't know if I'm going to show up. It's a heads or tails. No, and that's it's scary.
Okay, so what's your show all about? What's your show about? What do you?
Three Italians and one Indian, I think, and the other guy unknown.
No, not that show.
Oh.
Your show.
Oh, my comedy show.
What is your comedy all about?
My comedy. What's it about is.
Yeah, I'll leave that part to Joey to talk about the show. Because he's got a great smile. You know, it works out for him.
Yeah, he's got the front tooth I'm missing. So, till the end of the show. We're never going to switch the roles.
We can get you beans. I could rip one out.
But I'm sure an Italian on St. Lawrence has a couple of tools in the trunk, for sure, if there's any trunk space with the body. But the thing is, my comedy, I usually start with the fat routine. Then I jump into the Bon Jovi. My life stories. My comedy is all, I can't take anybody's joke because it happened. It's all my life stories. And in 40 years, I have a lot more. It's all life stories. But I don't do jokes like C'era uno or three guys walk into a bar. We're not allowed to do that on, we're not allowed. I haven't seen any comics do it.
That's called an internet joke, right? What's an internet joke? Define
I see him coming from Beaubien. What? My father used to say, don't fuck a fucker. But that's something else. That's what my dad used to say. My mom said, I did.
So what differentiates you
It's hard. Internet, it's killing. I was going to say something.
That's the WOP coming out in us. He can't articulate.
Talk with your hands when you feel more at home. What I'm trying to say is, I feel that the internet is hurting comedy. I'll give you a hint, a reason. When you see those posts from, they're called Who's Funny or a Gas or all these posts, they shoot out stuff nonstop. They have these writers apparently that are hearing comedy shows and then they put it there and it kills you. Like one time I was telling my girlfriend, I go, imagine we put a white van outside and we put Wi-Fi and we call it undercover cops. The next day there was a post about what I told her. There goes my joke. Or I don't retain water, I retain food. Dom Herrera, one of the best comics, said a joke about him. I'm really 170. Or Michael Wheels, Parisi, I'm 170. I must be bloated. Then it's on the internet. So I find no. Off season I'm 170. Now I'm 350. So off season, no. But these comics, they do jokes. They work hard in getting a joke, and then the internet copies them, or it could be the comics copying the internet, but it's wrong because who can do a joke? Okay, and say, I went to my doctor. How are you, buddy? People are waving at me everywhere. How can it be? I guess that the high five, that's what I meant. So It's not fair because like a guy like Tadeo or all these pro comics, they work hard. They see a joke, a piatto di pasta, and they make a joke out of it. And then other comics will come and they'll take a joke from a marwa and sure make a joke with the pasta, fine. But then they'll see another joke. Right now, I'm drawing blanks, but they take a joke and they make it into a set and they finish the punchline with the internet joke. What happens in the crowd is, oh, I heard that one already. There was a funny joke about.
So you'll never make reference to an internet joke.
No, I accidentally 8 months ago I said, you know what? I was in the shower and I read something. And I told my girlfriend, I said, you know what? I know why I'm big. I don't have any hair on my head, but my back it's full, right? In case you never know. And I said, I've been using shampoo and it says for extra body and volume. I should be using the dish soap because Palmolive says it removes fat and unwanted grease. Roseanne Barr said on the air, I'm big because I use volume shampoo. 3 months later, all over the internet, it's written that joke that I said, so I can't touch it ever again. So,
You got screwed.
yeah, well, there's more jokes to get, but I'm saying I can do that if I'm at a show where the people don't know they're over 80, deaf, or no, deaf it wouldn't be good. But you know what I mean, like somewhere where they have no idea what internet is. Let's say Benito Maro over there.
What makes you funny? Why did you go into comedy?
What makes me funny is the missing tooth in the front. You guys have Bluetooth, I have no tooth. No, what makes me funny is, it depends. Funny, how do I know I'm really funny, right? From the crowd.
So why, okay, rather than what makes you funny, let's go with why are you a comic?
Who let this guy in? Can I know?
I have no clue.
So, security. No. What makes me? Can you repeat the question? I'm just the prosciutto. Sorry, I really lost it.
Why did you choose comedy? What makes you a comic? What makes you think you can be a comic?
Okay.
We're laughing.
I
but
need
are
a
you
job,
funny?
buddy. No. What it is because you know what? I'll be honest. I'm not going to go sad on you guys, but with cancers, with diseases, with death, we can't control death, right? It's everywhere.
Right.
With all these things and bills and payments, everybody needs a laugh. And the only thing I can give right now, free or not free or whatever, just to cheer someone up, is a laugh. I mean, they're home with their kids and the school's starting, and these people, I have so many friends, yeah, I'm going to come, and then they don't come. I'm like, I take it
For all the pressures of everyday life.
Yeah, I'm telling my girlfriend, I get, she's like, don't take it personal. I want these people to come to my show to have a good laugh, get away from the kids for one day, just because everybody's stressed. Like it or not, everybody's got problems and bills. It's life. So if I can make them laugh for that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and go home and feel a bit better. I'm kind of like a Capomila, but to make people laugh.
A big one, not do that
It's
too.
a whole package. It's a club price, Costco. When you buy me at Costco, it comes to like family pack or the whole Haiti. But the point, that's what I like is to try to make people, is it me or do I smell a beautiful lady next to me?
I want to invite Rochelle Romano, Tony Riccio's manager, and I want to introduce her. And she's done a great job of publicizing Heavy Tea. In fact, Tony Riccio's show called Homegrown Comedy, getting tongue-tied, Homegrown Comedy, and she's done a great job at really putting it out there for him. I want to introduce her, and I want her to take it over and give you details as to how you can get the tickets and everything else that can go along with it.
Well, taking it over, it was a pleasure, I could tell you that much. Tony is a person that he's humble, he's got a great soul, and we have a laugh naturally with him every Friday night. So it was very easy to promote him. I believe in him strongly, and I invite you not to miss the show.
The show is on Sunday, September 22nd?
The show is on September 22nd on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock at Le Complexe Le Baron on Jean Talon Street.
And where can our viewers get tickets?
Well, they can get tickets, I believe, on your website,
Yep.
which is, if I'm not mistaken, it's...
They can email us at info@WOPTalk.tv.
Exactly, and you can forward them to me.
Yep.
And we'll be gladly to deliver to them.
Doors open at 4, but 5:30 is the supper. Try not to be...
Yeah, you're already thinking about food.
No, well, it's about 30 seconds I don't eat. It's starting to come. But
See what I
5:30
mean?
is
He's
the
a
meal.
natural.
Natural eater. That was a good one.
This is what I fell in love with, and I believe in him strongly, and together we're the best, and we'll go far with this. Absolutely, I can't thank you guys enough, Diego,
Thank
and
you,
Robert,
Rochelle.
and the whole team. So thank you, Robert behind the camera, and Walter. Thank you. Thank you too, Tony.
It's been our pleasure. This has been WOPTalk.tv. Welcome, and we'll be back next time. Take care.
Ciao, folks.
I got a Capicola taco. Can we say that? Capicola attack.